Doing tonight. The acts that I had the chance to see were awesome. That took a lot of guts, kid, to see. Chris, lots of guts. Man. That was awesome. Very cool. So my name is Brett Lark, and I have a child. I have a 4-year-old child, and you know, I used to grow up watching the TV show Kids Say the Darndest Things, and I always thought, well, that's a lot of cliches, and you know, if you raise your kids normal, it probably never happens. And actually, I find that I feed into what she ends up saying that are the darndest things. But one time, Amanda, my wife is actually in the audience today, one time Amanda and we took a group of friends to Denver, and we had stopped at a truck stop, and I wanted to show this really funny YouTube video to everyone. So we're loading up this YouTube video on our iPad, and along comes this commercial, and you may have seen it. It's for Kmart, and the guy's in the store, and he's shopping for pants. He's like, oh man, they don't have my size. Well, the customer service comes over and says, don't worry about it. We ship everything for free. And he goes, what do you mean I can ship my pants for free? Absolutely, you can ship your pants for free any day you want. Tomorrow I can ship my pants for free? Absolutely, ship them for free. They go right out. So we're watching, and it was a really funny commercial. We're watching this commercial, and then we finish the video. The video comes on, we watch the video and we're laughing, and then we're about ready to start the car. And then from the back we hear, I can ship my pants. Anytime we're in the convenience stores going past the pants aisle, ship my pants! Oh no. Damn, no. Had to explain that one pretty good. I also own a fitness business, and that keeps me pretty entertained as well. We follow something that actually Sky and Todd follow as well. It's the paleo diet. And paleo basically means that you're not allowed to eat anything ever.
That covers really well.
And you know what? People get skinny, right? I vouch for that. No, it's very limited. You're not allowed to have any dairy or any wheat products or bread. So a lot of people are like, well, what do I eat? A lot of meat, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds. I've had that rehearsed. But a lot of people will try to follow this pretty strictly because they want success in my gym, you know, or whatever, and they're like, okay, all right, you're telling me to do this, I'm gonna do it. And they're having some roadblocks, and one of the roadblocks is that their spouse or their significant other is not on the same page. You know, so they'll have, you know, Oreos or whatever on the table, and they're like, you know, gosh, and then they'll end up eating the whole bag because they haven't had anything like that for a week, and then they feel horrible. So they're like, what do I do? You know, what do I do about this situation? I tell you what you do. This is what you do. Go in the kitchen, and the next time that your wife or your husband has his favorite treat out on the kitchen table, go in the kitchen, and you're going to put the trash can right next to it. And you're going to say, hey, honey, can you come over here, please? And she's going to come, or he's going to come, and you're going to be like, how was your day? Yeah. No, I really want to know how your day was. How was it? Yeah. It was good. Yeah, well, that's good. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. I just wanted to check. And then that'll take care of the problem. I think she'll get the picture that she needs to eat her things at the grocery store. Whatever else. It's actually really mean. Don't do that. That's and I actually know from experience that that doesn't work, and you'll end up sleeping on the couch afterwards. So don't do that. There's just infinite things I could talk about the gym, and I never mention names or anything like that. But when they're also on this diet, it's difficult. So I think that one of the things that they don't understand is the secret, the amazing secret of bacon. And so you're allowed to have bacon because you're allowed to have meat. So it's like, no. You don't understand. You can have as much bacon as you want. They're like, you know what? It's like a crack addict. You're waking up. They're like, but I'm serious. I'm like, all right. So that salad that you're gonna make, bacon. Instant gratification. It's amazing. It makes anything taste fantastic. It's like the fairy dust. It's like the fairy dust of food. Bibbidi, bobbidi, bacon. Last thing is that I like to do acting, and it's kind of cutting into my ego a little bit sometimes. And it was a lot of fun working on Lever Action, and it was just such a great honor. I was so privileged to be able to work with Todd and Sky and everyone else in the cast. I mean, I told Todd and Sky that it had been my favorite production I've worked on ever because of how. No, seriously. Because
I didn't pay him to say that, I swear.
No, they didn't. And I've been paid for some of these things before, and they just were very open with the directing, and you could take things how you wanted to, and it was very, very cool. But I don't know if you saw, but I had this mask on, and all this black paint was underneath my mask, and it was just amazingly amounts of black paint on my face. And it was after a rehearsal that I needed to rush. I needed to pick up Taya or Amanda, and it was Amanda from work right after rehearsal, and I had all this black paint on. I didn't realize I completely forgot about it. So I'm driving, and I noticed I have low gas. I'm like, all right, I'll pull in the gas station. Didn't think about it. I'm like, I get everything out. I'm like, all right, I got it cashed. We're on an envelope system, so I go inside, and as soon as I walk in, the cash lady was like, what? Like, she freaks out. I have no idea. I forgot completely. So I'm like doing my business, and I get to the cash lady, and she's just kind of like looking at me, like looking up and down. I'm like, what the hell is this lady's problem? And she's actually thinking, I didn't know it at the time, she's thinking that I would, never mind, I'll tell you in a little bit. So I pay, and I walk towards the door, and when the door's glass, and I see my reflection because it's night outside, and the lights are on. I'm like, oh crap. So I turn around, and I'm like, ma'am, I just got done with the rehearsal, I'm so sorry. She's like, you know what, at first I thought you were a dumbass mugger. I'm not joking, this is exactly what she told me. It's like, I thought you painted your face and to conceal your identity. That's not too far from the truth, man. Oh, so embarrassing. And then lastly, we had to leave really early after one of the last performances with Amanda and Taya, and I have these two beautiful miniature dachshunds. It's a wiener dog. If you didn't know what a dachshund was, miniature. So they're small, and I love them to death. They're so cool. Small dogs, small messes is my motto, and all that kind of stuff. We get in the car, we're driving, and I really like to do musicals. So we're practicing for Les Mis, which is coming up in August. And it's going to be in Glenwood Springs. You guys can't miss it. It's going to be awesome. But I sing in the car to get my voice and everything charged. So I have two miniature dachshunds on my lap. I have full makeup on, and I'm singing show tunes. And my wife looks over to me and she's like, what? You look so gay.